the papayas before. They weren't super flavorful and very sweet, but after about a year or so, after using castings and tea on a pretty good regimen, at least like once or twice a month, the fruit now is substantially sweeter. We don't even have to add sugar. I've never even had a papaya that was just naturally that sweet. Even her uncle, who does work with a lot of papaya farms and whatnot, said that that's probably one of the best papayas he's ever had in his life. ¿Cuántos días tienes ahorita? El total papaya.
Como 37.
So he's got about 37 papaya trees. ¿Y cuántas veces le echas la tierra?
Cada 2 semanas.
So every 2 weeks he adds castings. ¿Y cuándo le echas el té?
Pues no, como cada 3 semanas.
Cada 3, so every 3 weeks. ¿Y cuánto le echas cada galón? Cuarto galón. ¿Y cuántas onzas del té le pones?
3 onzas por un galón.
3 ounces per gallon. Ok. Pues estos árboles ya, ¿cuántos años tienen?
3 años.
3 años. ¿Y ya crecieron como doble o más?
Con el fertilizer ya crecieron al doble.
¿Ya doble? ¿Y la fruta?
Pues mejor que otras veces. Y el troncón del árbol mucho más grueso.
So the trunk got really big and thick, and the plants have been growing pretty good. They've doubled up probably within the last year. And the fruit's really sweet. We've had them, we haven't really had to even add sugar to them. Just kind of just naturally sweet, never had anything like that. These are beets, de semilla. ¿Lo creciste?
Yeah.
Yeah, he started these off from seeds.
What, compost or soil?
¿Y la tierra qué tipo es?
De ahí de la...
His compost. His compost, and then he'll add castings and everything into that.
Nice.
¿Y esos son guayaba?
Esos son aguacates.
Oh, aguacate, perdón.
Really?
Yeah,
I give away already. I want to take
Oh,
it to
sí?
somebody else.
Okay, yeah.
Take this one. I'm not sure.
¿Y ya cuántos meses tiene esta?
Este tiene como... va a ser más.
Está bueno. ¿Y tú lo hiciste de la semilla?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember.
Puse la semilla en la...
These are cherry tomatoes that we gave to him from seed before. He's got like a month or so with these since he's probably transplanted them. And then he said that a lot of the leaves on most of his plants are all pretty big and green. They're all healthy.
Yeah,
There's no mites, no spider mites, worms, bites. And this is his persimmon tree. It's starting to already have fruit. The leaves on them are all big and shiny. There's no burn.
Real nice. No worm, no nothing.
Persimmon.
You can see the fruit right here.
I saw some.
¿Qué tiene?
You see right here?
Oh, yeah. He said it's probably the best, most productive his garden has been in a long, long time. And just from using castings and tea over the course of a little over a year, just having to treat his soil over and over again. And this is one pretty big tomato plant, as you can see. And then this other one behind me is another tomato plant, one big one that's covering a fig tree in there somewhere. You could see some of his branches coming out. And then that's his like little compost pile where he throws his other stuff, but he doesn't really use it. He uses all the tea. And then he's got
Really
3
big.
fig trees. One of them's covered by the tomato, but this one's already got fruit. He has different types. I think he has the tiger stripe one and the all black one. Yeah, and the figs, when we had them this past year, they were super sweet and tasty from using the tea. And also he said when the figs were almost ripe, they weren't being really attacked by the ants or whatnot. It was keeping a lot of the other pests away that normally would come in and start eating his figs before he could get to them. But he said somehow the plants did a lot better. And then he's got some more pineapple. And then last year we saw this one, the leaves were all kind of burnt. It wasn't really growing right, didn't really have too many flowers, and they weren't producing too much fruit. And this year he said it's doing a lot better. The leaves are all really dark. And then you could see more papaya trees. He loves papaya. That's Sasha. Yeah, so he's saying, look, if you look at the Cherimoya, he said most of the leaves were pretty small because he's had it for 2 years now. And so he started using it for about a year now with the castings and everything, and you could see how big the leaves are. He said they were about this size now. They're about the size of my hand, big green leaves, growing really well.